All right, welcome to Midnight Motorsports here tonight. Another one at New Hampshire here. So, man, this is going to be another interesting one. 120 or 110 laps, excuse me. A little shorter than some of the other leagues have been running tonight or on this track, but I'm a little tongue-tied. Anyhow, welcome Roger into the booth with me. I'm just like flustered right now with all the technical problems I've been having tonight.
Well, that's all past now. Now it's time for us to get ready to go racing with these boys over here at Midnight Motorsports.
Man, I've had
got a pretty good field.
Yeah, not bad.
Some fast guys in here.
Just a slew of man. Oh man, I'm still like flabbergasted here with all the issues I've been having tonight. Whew. I'm just all flustered up. All right, coming down to 2 minutes here till qualifying starts. So hopefully you all enjoy the show tonight. Roger and I'll put on the best that we can. We always do, don't we?
Try to.
All right, let's see here. Okay, we're good. Still trying to make sure I got everything right. Boy, updating software is a no-no. I've definitely learned that tonight. Wow, that was kind of crazy. Okay, let's see here. I can.
Yeah, some guys really mixing it up in practice. I guess they're just trying to see what they can do with one another.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, you know, this flat track does kind of produce some pretty close racing here. You know, very hard to pass on this is what I've been witnessing this week, Roger. Hard to pass. You really got to kind of almost overdrive the turn or drive it in easy where you can come off hard, you know. But the outside lane is definitely going to be faster from what we've been seeing.
If you can get to the center and get your truck to rotate and drive hard off the bottom, then you can actually get beside somebody, beat them to the next corner, and get them up off their line. Otherwise, you're just going to follow them. You can't get by them.
Yep. All right, less than 30 seconds left till qualifying begins.
Quick qualifying. Gonna have about 16, 17 trucks tonight. Hopefully this will go by pretty quick for them. Very few cautions, and we'll get to see a really good race. I'd like to see a couple of green flag pit stops. At least one.
All right, qualifying is over, and let's see here. I guess we'll play our national anthem for everybody, huh?
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, Roger, we're back, and some times coming in on the board. Mark Russell on the pole. Look at that.
Good time for him. 0-1 for him. Good lap. Pearson second right now with a 0.63. We haven't seen Sullenberger out there. I don't see David Robleski this week, and I didn't see Thomas Davis until just a few minutes ago. He showed up, right when we got ready to go to qualifying.
Well, Stephen Pearson, man, I'm going to talk about him for just a minute. That poor guy has been a punching bag this week. He has been bounced, he has been wrecked, he has been crashed out, and man, I'm telling you, I feel bad for him because he's such a good racer. And you know, it's one that we always look for and count on at the very end of a race to be there. And man, he has just not had good luck this week.
No, he's not had very much good luck over here in this series all season, really. I mean, a second place at Michigan, but he just doesn't have the luck carrying that he had last season. And it seems to be that that happens to the guy the next season after he wins the championship. He just has all the good luck for one season, and then all the bad luck comes back to him the next season because he won the championship last season, and Butler won it the season before, and last season Butler had all of those bad weeks, and so it just kind of seems like that's kind of a cycle on this Sunday night series. And, whoever wins the championship this season, boy, I'll tell you what, I'm going to feel bad for them just to start the next season knowing the history.
Holy smokes! Look at wow, breaking that 31-second barrier.
Yeah, I was talking to Pearson before the race, and he thought that his setup had a sub 31-second lap in it. He just could not get it to do the right thing on the very exit of the corner. It would get a little loose, and he'd have to pedal it a little bit, but he's able to run those O's. But he was pretty sure he had a 9 in his if he could just get it to hook up one time off the corner. Joe Holt, that's pretty good. That's nice and quick. He's 7/100ths quicker than Mark Russell.
Well, he was pretty fast last week. If you remember,
had some kind of glitch or got in a wreck. That's what he got in a wreck early. Got in a wreck early. Well, I see 12 out of about 17 right now qualified. The other 5 probably just going to take a provisional start and try to survive the race. And hopefully we get things going here about 15-20 seconds and we run 110 green laps. That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, wouldn't it? That would be something different.
And it'd be exciting too. I'd like that.
Yeah, I think we'd see some green. I like to see some green flag pit stops at this track. That would be exciting for me. Okay, so these guys done qualifying now. Ready to hit the grid. And we will run down through the qualifying order here, Roger. Joe Holt on the pole. Congratulations to him with a 30.949. Nice lap. Wow. Mark Russell starting on the outside of him in the number 9. In third, the number 83 of Stephen Pearson. Let's see, we got... Okay, and Mark Wright in the 4th position in the number 15. In 5th, the number 66 of Travis Sullenberger. In 6th, the number 08 of Thomas Davis. Sean Butler in the 88, starting in the 7th position. In 8th, the number 70 of Doug Lemons. Tommy Lee starting 9th in the number 33. Roger?
Rick Walker will start 10th in the 68 truck. Perry Snelson will start the 12 truck in 11th. The 12th position will be David Lowe in the 55. Ron Coles will start his 30 truck in the 14th position. Roy Hall starts the 45 in the 15th position. Steve Gugel in the 17th position starts the number 7 truck there. The 29 of Nicholas Stone starts 18th, and James Lehman will start shotgun on the field if he's still here.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't see him on the grid, but all right, we're ready to rock and roll here. Get this thing kicked off.
Got about the perfect number of truck for good, solid race.
Still trying to figure out where everything's at. Man, oh man, I'm just all flustered tonight. Gotta get my head in the game. Alright, rolling off the grid. Waiting for that green flag. Now, let's see, I think they get 2 laps here, don't they, Roger?
I don't think so. I think it's only 1.
Okay, yeah. Guess you're right. Well, Hot Wheels starting the race up. The Hot Wheels Chevrolet.
Yeah, I think they're green right here.
Well, I was thinking it was 2 laps. I guess just short track.
It's a 1 mile. Yeah, it's a 1 mile track. Pace cars in. Green flag's in the air. We are underway. I see the start. Everybody kind of stayed formed up real nice right there. Going down into 1. We're going to be 2 by 2 here.
Sir, side by side, these guys in the back there, Steven Pearson and Mark Wright, side by side. And that's the kind of racing I'm talking about right there. That outside line just seems to get so much more bite coming off the turns.
Yeah, you got so much more, man. You got to be more careful with the throttle down on that bottom. This time, Mark Russell checks him up. Wright has to slow Pearson. It's a good run on the bottom. He won't clear right this time. But getting down in here into 1 and 2, he might have a chance to get that rear end out in front. If he can get good drive through the center. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. He's pinned down there pretty good right now.
Yep. And now he's got the 08 of Thomas Davis up on his outside, as Mark Wright does manage to stay out ahead of Pearson. And Pearson just needs to get, if he could just get an opening to get out there in that outside lane. Other than that, he's just going to keep falling back.
Yeah, and he's not going to force the issue. He's going to let him go and save the truck, and then he's going to hope for something good towards the end to happen where he can start getting all those spots back. So,
yep. The usual Steven Pearson style. Well, he's got a little opening there, but he could have put it in there ahead of Sean Butler, but he didn't. Oh, and he blinked out.
Yeah, he's going to blink a little here and there. He's got an opening behind him.
There he goes. Now he can get back out there. Well, he drove it in there pretty hard that time. Tommy Lee knows that, he does not want to try to get on the inside of Steven Pearson, because if he does, he's going to be in the same boat that Steven was just in. So, you're going to get hung down there. Can't get back to the outside where the grip is. So Tommy Lee, just let him go and get him in there. They'll get dialed up here and get some laps on them tires, and then they can start racing each other.
Single file, front to back, so this might have a good long green run going if nobody gets loose on their own.
Rick Walker back here in the 10th place, and he's got David Lowe right behind him. Steve Gugel back in the 15th spot. I think these guys pretty much just settled in. I think they're just happy with where they're running right now and try to get some of these laps down. Mark Russell really trying to hang on to Joe Holt, but man, I'm telling you, Joe is just really hooked up tonight. Mark's a little wiggly coming off the turn. a little more volume here. I don't think I had the volume up very high. There we go. Now you can hear the trucks.
Got a little bit of a battle brewing up here at the front for second place.
Yeah, Mark Wright putting the pressure on Mark Russell. And if you remember last week, those two were racing it up quite a bit. Remember the Mark and Mark show? It was going on up front for quite a while. But that's letting Thomas Davis and Travis Sullenberger. Where did he come from? He snuck up through there when we weren't watching, Roger.
Yeah, he was one of the guys that had Pearson pinned down on the inside early in the run, but he has gotten to the bumper of the 08 truck there, Thomas Davis, and now those 4 guys battling it out, waiting for somebody to do something to give up second place here.
Mark Wright now on the inside of Mark Russell. And we know how that does not work. It seems like the guy on the inside, you get pinned down too much and you can't get that bite coming off. Mark Russell holds on to it for another lap. Mark Russell almost gets it up there in the marbles, and boy, that's kind of like no man's land up there. Mark Wright gets a good run though down the backstretch, almost clearing Mark Russell.
Russell really working it. Now they're going to try to go 3 wide. That's going to be a good idea.
I was going to tell you, last night in that race, they were 4 wide one time. I was like, you got to be kidding, guys. This track is not 4 wide friendly. You know?
Absolutely not. Now Wright does get cleared, and Davis is trying to put that bottom side. Russell's truck does not like the top side as much as everyone else's out there.
Yep. Yeah, he might have set his setup for kind of riding down closer to the bottom, but
he's going to end up probably giving all 3 of these spots away here.
Yeah, he definitely goes back another one. It's Sullenberger. Oh, them two almost touch in the corner.
It's giving Joe Holt a pretty nice cushion, about 15 truck lengths here.
Yeah, he's got about 1.2 seconds back to Mark Wright. All right, let's go back and check on Perry Snelson starting to work his way up through the field. He got kind of mired back a little ways there after that start, and now he's working his way back into the 12th position after starting 11th. Roy Hall goes back 1 position, but he's still running good. He's in 13th after starting 16th. Nicholas Stone, wonder what's going on with Nicholas Stone. He fell back all the way. Steve Gugel got by him.
Thomas Davis making a bid for second here against Mark Wright. Just didn't force it down in the corner. It's a good choice. Oh! Wow, we almost had a nice big wreck right there going into one. Top of the league on the side of Doug Lemons. Nice save by Doug.
Rick Walker getting by Doug Lemons, so boy, that really knocked the momentum out of Doug Lemons, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I didn't notice that Pearson had gotten back past Tommy Lee there, but he's run Sean Butler down, and they're both running down Mark Russell.
Yeah.
They've caught back up to that group for second right there, and everybody seems to be closing in on Joe Holt a little bit here. Yeah, this might be a 7 or 8 truck battle here before too long.
Yeah, Mark Wright's taking about a 10th off of that lead. But Mark Wright now on the inside of Thomas Davis. Boy, Mark Wright's really turning up the heat, isn't he? Sullenberger's
Thomas Davis really trying to make that inside work. I just don't see that prevailing in the long run, and it really makes the left side tires hot.
Yep. Oh, and he gets really loose and going to lose that position. Sullenberger gets by him, and Sullenberger's probably going, yeah, good job. Now Sullenberger on the inside of Mark Wright. Can't make it work that time. These guys pretty much, well, I'll tell you what, with that racing up right there, Mark Wright falling back to 1.6 seconds behind Joe Holt, so he's losing ground. Let's look ahead here. We can see Joe Holt way up there in the turn already. Uh-oh. That wasn't good. Looked like Joe Holt might have lost a little ground there, but he's a little bit loose coming off the turns.
Well, I think as the tires build a little heat, you're going to see some guys doing that. I don't know. I mean, it looks like he's still got a pretty good lead here. It looks like Mark Russell's the one that's really hurting right now. He's falling back into the clutches of Sean Butler and Stephen Pearson, and the three in front of him, Davis, Sullenberger, and Wright, are actually starting to get away from him. So I don't know if Holt is holding station. It's hard to see physically, but right now it looks like the only guys coming forward are the 88 and the 83.
I'm not sure if I had this set right. No, I didn't. Alright, well, that's alright. They kind of ran short on time to get the final settings that I wanted to get, so, but anyhow, I really like that blimp view because I can follow them around, but I got it way up too high.
Zoom it in, man. Zoom it in. It'll be alright.
Yeah, I'll have to bring it down. Let's see here. I need to go to blimp view and bring it down. There we go. That's a little better. Sorry about that, everybody. I just wanted to make sure I got it set right.
20 laps in the books.
Yeah, this is pretty good here. Good green flag run by these guys. Wow, nice. Well, look at this here. Thomas Davis still hanging on to the bumper of Travis Sullenberger. Boy, he took a peek there for a minute because he got quite the run. Sullenberger, I think, trying to protect that position.
Caution, caution. I was watching David Lowe and he come off too, got sideways, just could not gather that truck up right out of the caution.
Right there. No, that wasn't it. What the heck was it? It had to have been Tommy Lee and Doug Lemon. Was that it? I didn't see no other caution there.
David Lowe was really loose off of turn 2 and was wrestling it down the straightaway. Got slowed down a little too much at the wrong angle, and there was trucks coming in behind him and caused that caution to come in. That's really sensitive here.
Okay, alright. Alright, well, we'll get back up here to our leader, and he is bringing them all down pit road. I'm sure we're going to see 4 tires here. They got 23 laps on these tires, so Sean Butler out first. Whoa. 2 tire change for Sean Butler. Perry Snelson staying out. Has not come down pit road yet. Wants to lead a lap, I'm assuming.
Maybe just wants to go to the back here.
I don't know if that was a good call by Sean Butler or not. No, yeah, I guess he does want to go to the back because he's coming down pit road now. Was that a good call by Butler, taking 2 tires?
We only ran about 21 laps there, so.
Well, I did hear last night there's some guys saying that actually the truck felt really good on 2 right side tires. Now Sean was one of them that did it, and he said he kind of liked it, and he had that race won, but kind of got bumped out of the way there for the win. I think you heard him talking about that when I come in tonight. But it, you know, 2 tires, actually, he said, because it seems like it's the right side tires that get all the damage. The left side tires, he said, have hardly any wear on them.
Yeah, that's probably true here.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
This tire model still does that. But, I mean, even when we watched the race Saturday with the trucks, they still only changed 2 tires a lot of times, and it was working, so that's a good thing. At least we're close to being real.
Yep.
Sean Butler picking the outside to restart.
Not a bad choice.
No, smart choice.
Oh, Joe Holt, after leading 22 laps, is going to be restarting second place here inside Sean Butler. And let's see how that's going to work out. Sean only taking 2 tires, Joe taking 4. Everybody else took 4 tires. Sean's going to kind of feel left out if that doesn't work right.
Well, then he'll have to open a caution and that it's a short-lived mistake. Alright, pace car's in, we're off of 4, and green's in the air. That green flag comes out like clockwork right when we hit that 9 line.
Yep.
Sean Butler not as good a start as I'm sure he wanted.
Oh, and he's...
Joe Holt just rolled on in there, didn't he?
Yes, he did, and boy, Sean, he collects them up, kind of holds up the whole line right there. Everybody wanting to get a little heat in them tires. Man, this is getting... Ooh, Sean going backwards now.
Yeah, I don't think he's liking that change very much.
No.
2 tires probably was not a good idea right there.
Might not have been as good a call as it would have been last night, but let's see how it works here after a few laps. Travis Sullenberger on the inside of him. When he tries to get a good run right here, boy, man.
His tires haven't come back up to 2
Sullenberger does clear him. Now Mark Russell on the inside of Sean.
Steve Pearson really winding 3, like he missed that entry big time.
Yeah, he's got Doug Lemons all over him right now. Mark Russell in behind Sean Butler, Tommy Lee right behind him, and Doug Lemons clearing Stephen Pearson comes up the hill.
Oh, he slide jobbed him right there. And I
yes,
can tell you right now, the 83 will not take long with that one.
Nope. Rick Walker looking on right behind Pearson. Sean Butler battling back on the outside of Mark Russell. I think maybe Sean's starting to get a little bit of heat built up in that right side. You know, it takes a couple laps to kind of even them out a little. Mark Russell really loose off the turn. Whoa, Tommy Lee diving to the outside to miss that. I think he thought there was going to be a wreck right there. Mark's been really loose in the turns. Have you noticed that, Roger?
There's been a couple trucks like that. Lemons just puts it in the fence off of 4. Pearson looks to the inside and then backs it out right there. He's not going to try to force that issue too much.
Yeah. Probably not a bad call there.
I'm sure he's still not real happy about that slide job.
No. Right along with Doug Lemons here. Just for a minute, watch and see if Mark Russell gets a little loose coming off of 2 this time. Seems like 2 is man, he just does not hook up good coming out of 2 for some reason. Yeah, a little bit, but not bad. He got
Roy Hall way out of shape on the 2. He gathered it back up, no caution.
Perry Snelson on the outside of him. And it looks like Roy's going to lose that position to Perry. Perry goes into 12th. All right, well, let's see here. Steve Gugel now caught back up to the tail end of them, but boy, the one that's way off the pace tonight, Nicholas Stone, kind of, I'm just not, it's not his usual self out there tonight. He's usually up into the mix a little bit.
Oh, Sean Butler, way out of shape, almost kills the inside fence off the 4 right there. He's going to lose 4 spots.
Man, I missed it.
He got super loose on the exit of 4 right there. 2 tires just not making that truck happy.
Nope. Well, he did lose a ton of positions, goes back to 9th.
And you know, such a weird call right there, because you probably have to pit again, I'm sure. In fact, I know they had to pit again.
Yeah.
But he had to, I would have took 4, and then I got to take 2 on the shortstop, you know.
Were you in another team speak?
Apparently. I guess you heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in a room all by myself over there. Someone decided to bounce in on me. No big deal. Yeah, I think I would have just took 4 on the yellow flag pit stop and took 2 on my short stop if I had to make one. And I just don't think I would agree with that that call there.
Yeah, and it was short-lived. He only led 3 laps, but you know, at least he got the point for leading a lap. But boy,
Ooh, Rick Walker sideways on the 2.
Tommy Lee sideways too. Running into 5th position, got really out of shape right there in front of Mark Russell. And he's still kind of wiggly coming out of the turns. Might have got those tires just a little warm.
Well, you get that right rear a little hot, and I promise you it does not cool itself down.
Nope. Travis Hollenberger right here behind Thomas Davis now for 2nd. And there, Thomas Davis is running about a 2nd behind Joe Holt. You know, we talk about this a lot, Roger, that clean air that Joe Holt's in that nobody else is in. I think it really makes a difference on this truck.
Well, it can't hurt. And I know when you're right up close behind somebody, it does tend to take the nose away from the truck here. But, I mean, really, downforce isn't a huge issue on this track. You've got to have the truck handling good.
He's just got a really good setup in that truck tonight.
Yeah, he does. Well, we got 2 distinct groups now. We got the first 3 Ford trucks that are all fairly equal, even though Joe's got, you know, that 10 truck length lead there. They've been holding even. And then you've got the second group from the 33 truck on back to Butler in the 88. That they're all fairly evenly matched right now.
Yeah, Mark Russell 6th, Doug Lemon 7th, Stephen Pearson 8th. Stephen Pearson taking a look on the inside of Doug Lemon's, but man, that's all he did was take a look. It's like, nah, I can't pass you there, but I can look. I can wish.
He's got him pinned down inside now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do something with him right here. Maybe not.
Nope. That had potential right there, and I think Pearson knows he was testing the waters a little bit.
Well, I think he knows he's faster, and now what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to work him a little, or he's going to have to move him. It's so hard to pass here. And Lemons is really working hard to hold into the 7th position. We're not halfway yet, so we'll see how this works out for him. He's really loose on corner exit. Battle in front of him. Mark Russell got inside Tommy Lee on the exit of that corner right there. Has not cleared him.
And Tommy's, I think those two are about equal too, because with Tommy getting a little squirrely out of the turns and Mark's setup is, I don't know, it's just not, he's not on his game tonight here for some reason. Oh,
there we go. Russell clears him.
Yeah, a little bump and run there. He kind of used.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, he kind of used the left front of Tommy's truck there to keep him from sliding around. I know probably Tommy didn't like that, but it's like you said, that's what you got to do. So hard
Russell
to pass.
Really loose off the floor there. Good job saving it, not giving up spot. I think he kind of got a little bit of a break right there from Tommy. Tommy probably could have shoved that in there on him, but he didn't.
Yeah. All right, let's get up here. Mark Wright kind of falling back off of Travis Sollenberger, but these guys, Sollenberger and Davis, still pretty close to each other, and they are closing up on Joe Holt. Thomas Davis all within a half a second of Joe now.
Tommy Lee is under fire back here by Doug Lemons. And I think Lemons is just trying to drive in on everybody and slide up in front and force you to get in the brakes. I think that's not going to work out good for him. Pearson really loose off the 2, Chuck.
Yeah.
I don't think he knew where the 70 was going right there. Because it looked like Lemons was sliding up the track, and Pearson was trying to cut it underneath him so he didn't run in the back of him and got really loose on the exit right there.
Well, David Lowe come off of pit road kind of late there, and he's kind of mixed in with these guys a little bit, but he's running about 3 laps down.
Yeah, he's got to be real careful with himself. He knows he's on fresh tires and he's in there with these guys. These guys are battling for position. He needs to respect that these guys are battling. So,
Sean Butler in 8th. Tommy Lee still pulling these guys around.
You know, when Mark Wright clipped the fence a couple laps ago and fell back off of Sollenberger, he's not recovering that distance. He's actually falling back a little bit at a time. Looks like his truck's gotten really tight with him right in the middle of the corner now. Maybe he's used his right front up just a little bit.
Yeah, that's when it's time to back it off a little bit. Try to cool the tires down, and maybe that'll work. Maybe it won't. If you've completely worn them out, it ain't going to work. But he's racing pretty hard. We're coming up, creeping up on halfway here pretty quick, Roger, by another 9 laps. So, yeah, going pretty fast.
Good. Pretty fast. Pretty good run right now for everybody.
Thomas Davis still hanging on about 4 tenths there. He's clicked off another 10th from Joe Holt. And Sollenberger
it's a three-way battle almost now.
Yep. Yeah, he's sniffing a little bit of that draft there down the short runways here of the front stretch and back stretch. Just I don't think it's really so much a draft as he might be just cutting the air a little bit for him.
Russell's gotten away from Tommy Lee running in the 6th position. And Doug Lemons been holding off Sean Butler here, so.
Yeah, Perry Snelson now coming off of pit road. So we're seeing a few green flag pit stops. Of course, that was Perry's first pit stop. If you remember, he didn't pit earlier.
I thought he went in after.
Oh, that's right, he did.
So he got the back. Lemons hung outside, and Butler's going to get by, and Pearson's going to try to follow through, coming up off of 2.
Oh,
and
Lemons
puts in the fence.
Whoa. Trying to hang on to that now. He's going to have a lot of right side damage on that truck, I'm sure. Let's go down here and take we'll take a look at it real quick. Well, you know what? I really don't see a whole bunch.
And right front fender's caved in a little bit. Left spoiler's just clipped up a little bit on the right rear.
Yeah, I think he hit more with the rear than he did the front. So, all right, very good.
Harris Nelson with a bunch of right side damage on his truck out there right in front of Mark Wright, but he is 14th a lap now. Getting on to halfway here, buddy.
Yep. Thomas Davis still hanging on about 4.5 tenths behind our leader. And Sollenberg closing up on him right directly here. That's about the closest that they've been in a while, because Travis had kind of fallen back about maybe 3 or 4 car lengths behind Thomas Davis, and now here he is right there within about a car length. Boy, you got to slow down so much in them turns. It's just killer, you know. All right, Sollenberger a little bit loose that time, just a little shaky coming out of the turn.
Oh, Tommy Lee crazy loose off it too.
Oh boy, he's got Pearson right up his tailpipe now. Pearson up.
Give up spot to Butler.
Yeah, he likes that up on that high side. Pearson does. Passes up Tommy Lee. Tommy losing 2 positions right there in 1 lap. Sean Butler's liking this though. He's up there in 6th, but man, 8.5 seconds behind the leader. Out there with that 2-tire change. He's hanging in there, but man.
Yeah, I bet he's wishing he'd have running about the same position he would have been anyway.
But he wouldn't have got to lead some laps.
True.
And get that point. You know, all you got was a point for leading a lap, so not like you got 5 points. But that's 1 point more than a lot of them got. We've only had 2 lead changes. And the only 2 leads.
Sollenberger has fallen completely back from this one.
Oh yeah.
Up front, he fell back about a second further, and I think it was probably a loose condition.
Yeah, he's a little shaky coming out of the turns right now. If you watch him, I think, boy, he could really use 4 fresh feel-goods on that thing. Well, they are at the halfway mark right now, so we may...
He got insane loose on lap 53 going down into turn 3. Almost put that truck in the turn 4 fence. That's how he got so far back.
We might see some green flag pit stops here in the next few laps. These guys...
That tells me that he's using the brake to turn the truck a lot.
These guys sure could use some new tires, I can tell you that. Boy, he is really falling back now, back 2.2 seconds. Thomas Davis.
Mark Russell's about to have a mirror full of Sean Butler and Stephen Pearson any lap now.
Yes, sir. But Thomas Davis still hanging on there, about 4 tenths off of Joe Holt back bumper.
Coming up on a lap car here.
Yeah, here in about another 5 laps, nobody will be able to beat Joe Holt for the most laps led tonight. He goes by Nicholas Stone. Nicholas gives him all the room he needs to get by, as well as Mark Wright. That'd be me out there. I'd just be a rolling chicane. So I don't want to.
Stone did a good job staying out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Stone did a really good job of staying out of the way right there, giving those guys plenty of room. He didn't affect them racing each other, and he didn't hold anybody up.
Yeah, he's running in the 13th position now, 1 lap down. First car lap down. So if a caution,
5th place is a battle now. Those 2 guys behind Mark Russell have caught up to him, and then it looks like that's going to start to amount into being a little bit of a battle now.
And Stephen Pearson sure would like to get up there a couple more positions, I think. But, you know, once he gets new tires on that truck, could be a whole different ball of wax out there for him.
Well, I'm trying to figure out, and I can't remember, but I think you can go a little over 90 laps on fuel. I just don't know if the tires can hold out. If that's the case, these guys are done pitting for the night.
Wow. I don't know if I'd want to go 90 laps on the same set of tires.
Well, I don't know if I'd want to pit because everybody's pretty much still on lead lap.
Right. Yeah, you pit and everybody stays out. Your race is over.
Yeah, you're in a lot of trouble.
Joe's still out here turning some pretty decent laps. He's only off about 4/10 from his fastest lap, so he's still turning good laps.
Got 50 to go right now.
I'll tell you what, Thomas Davis is not giving him any slack at all. He's just keeping the pressure right on him.
Yeah, they're running almost identical lap times every lap too.
Let's see, 31.9. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, within 5 one-thousandths of a second. Man. Well, that's why Thomas Davis has not been able to reel him in, but he's not losing them either. He's just hanging right there. Now they're coming up on more lap traffic. Steve Gugel, the next one to be lapped. Joe Holt dives it down in underneath Gugel and puts Gugel a lap down. So now there's 11 trucks on the lead lap. Roy Hall's the next one in line to go lap down. Is it me, Roger, or does it just seem like everybody's in slow motion out here tonight? Everybody's kind of taking it easy.
And we're not, everybody's kind of spread out. We're not seeing a whole lot of racing right now. I mean, the best battle on the track is for the 5th position until we get these two up front right here close to each other. And they're getting closer to one another right now.
Butler right up. I mean, he was pushing Mark Russell around the turn right there. I mean, just ever so slightly, but just pushing him, you know.
It's just so hard to pass.
Yes.
And Russell's truck is horrible in the middle of the corner right now. And Butler's truck is turning so early, he's able to get the throttle back down so much sooner. He just can't get to him where he wants to get to.
Now he goes
wide down in his
That could have been bad, but boy, good save by them guys. Mark Russell a little bit loose. Oh, and they touch Mark Russell into the wall. Oh, no. Good save, though, by Mark. I know Butler did not mean to do that.
I'm not sure if they came together or if one moved one way and the other held his line, but that was a little too much touching.
Yep, that was. Well, he's got some pretty good damage on that truck after that.
Yeah, he hit the wall pretty hard there.
Yeah.
You know, they went through 3 and 4 too wide, and probably both of them just trying to escape and get down that next straightaway. Maybe Russell got a little loose, maybe Butler got a little loose. They end up touching. It's unfortunate. But sometimes when you're in short tracks, you get a little contact.
Well, Mark's just got a little bit of rear damage on it, not really a whole bunch. Front end is, I don't see hardly any damage. So he might be all right.
It's actually looking like on the long run, Butler's 2 tires are starting to really work for me. They're catching Mark right now. They're getting away from Lemons. They're catching Mark right.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's for the 4th position. And Travis Sullenberger's truck has really basically died, it looks like. He's really running some bad lap times now.
Yeah, he is way off of his pace. He's about 0.8 of a second off pace right now. Well, I think as hard a racing as he was doing to try to keep up with these guys up in the front, I don't know, maybe his setup just wasn't there for the long run, and he's just used his tires up. This lap here, I think, is going to be probably really slow. Nah, about the same. All right, Roy Hall going down a lap. As the leaders got by him, now Doug Lemon's the next one to go a lap down. Our 10th place truck running 18.4 seconds behind the leader. All these guys have gotten by him. Rick Walker, Tommy Lee. Man. Tommy Lee running in 8th place. Mark Russell 7th. Stephen Pearson 6th. Sean Butler does get by Mark Wright. So boy, you were right on that. Mark Wright just kind of fell off the pace there, Roger.
Yeah, he's going to lose another spot here. Yeah, he's going to lose another spot here to Pearson.
Pearson trying to hang right on to Butler the whole way. But he does pick up 5th place now. Now Pearson did have a 4-tire change where Sean only had 2. And caution is out. Oh, Perry Snelson going around. Somebody else joined your team speak. I heard it.
Yeah, you're. Oh, Thomas Davis left.
Yes.
I know you just said that, but wow, he was running second.
I know. What's up with that?
Well, I gotta find it now and see what's up with that.
Okay, watching Perry Snelson right here. Yep.
He didn't speed getting on pit road. I mean, he went to pit road. He didn't speed. We have a caution now?
Yeah, Perry Snelson.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I was watching the replay to see what happened to Thomas Davis.
Well, Joe Holt gonna bring them all down.
Well, he was on pit road when the caution came out. I don't know. Maybe that's what it didn't do.
Joe Holt bringing them down pit road. Travis Sullenberger now 2nd. Sean Butler 3rd. So let's see what kind of pit stop these guys do this time.
What do you bet it ain't 2 tires?
Yeah, I wonder if Sean's going to try 2 tires again. Right side's going on. No, he's going for a 4-tire change this time. Well, good run. It looks like they come out about the way they went in. Joe Holt, Travis Sullenberger, Sean Butler, Stephen Pearson, Mark Wright, Mark Russell, Tommy Lee, Rick Walker, Doug Lemons, and Roy Hall, your top 10. Well, this should put Nicholas Stone should be the first car lap down, I believe, Roger, providing their pits. I'm not sure how their pits are going to go. But Nicholas, I think Nicholas stayed out. So he's going to try to get that lap back.
Well, he'll have to hope for a quick caution, that's for sure.
Wow, laps ran down pretty quick here, didn't they?
Yeah, this has been a really good race. I mean, we're inside the 35 to go, so.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Thomas Davis running in second place and then just leaves.
Well, I'll let you know that your presence has been requested of my team's being pulled in this event.
Mine. My presence?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. What did I do?
I'm not sure. Guess you'll know when you get there.
Okay. All right, well, Joe Holt electing to start on the inside. This could be good for Sullenberger if he can get a good start here. But Joe's in command of the start, so when he goes, if Sullenberger doesn't stay with him, Holt's going to maintain that lead. Look at Pearson up in fourth now. Woohoo!
Butler in third. Mark Wright back to fifth. Mark Russell sixth. See if anybody's got this start timed up yet. Pace car's in. Green flag is out. Pretty even start by that front row.
Well, Sullenberger could be in the driver's seat here. Oh, Pearson. Oh, no. Well, that gaggled up a bunch of them, so let's go back and take a look at that. I think that was Stephen Pearson. Where the heck did he go? There he is.
That truck just got a little loose with him on the exit right there. He kind of got into right, and that got all three of those trucks.
Oh, gone.
Tommy Lee and Steve Pearson and Mark Wright. Mark Wright didn't really sustain this man.
Right there, yeah, he gets pretty loose. Mark Wright, ooh, man. Mark Wright did a good job of saving that, though, but Tommy Lee got into the back of him. But Pearson into that inside fence there. Oh, my. And there he goes. Stephen Pearson with a damaged truck again this week, Roger. Man, he just cannot get a break lately.
Just fighting hard on the outside. Truck gets a little loose with him.
Well, brand new leader up front, Travis Sullenberger, as he did get by Joe Holt. I bet you Joe's regretting now not starting on the outside. Well, if that's the case, let's see what Sullenberger does. He may want to start on the outside if he got that good of a run. Coming to 30 laps to go this time. More circuits.
intensity is going to ratchet up a little bit. So hopefully the cautions are over with, but I wouldn't count on it.
No. Let's take a look here. This is caution number 3, which really ain't too bad after 80 laps. Alright, lights off on the pace car. And Travis is elected to start on the outside, so that's a good smart move on his part. I bet you Joe's just kicking himself right in the butt for not doing it last time.
Some guys don't remember that you have the option.
Right, yeah.
Still got Butler in third, but now Doug Lemons is in the 4th position. I'm sorry,
Mark Russell.
Russell is in the 4th position. I saw the green. Okay, pace car is about to duck him. Green flag in the air. About the same kind of start we had last time between those two. Sullenberger with a good run through the center right there.
Oh, and he gets a
pin.
Oh, that's just the break Joe Holt needed to get by him. And now Sean Butler on the inside of Travis Sullenberger. Got to give these tires about a lap or so to get warmed up again. Mark Russell looking on right here. Now takes a look on the inside of Sean Butler. Side by side. Whoa, man, that was close. They almost touched. Coming to 26 to go this time by. Doug Lemons right there behind Mark Russell now. Back into the fight. Mark loses a lot of ground right there to Sean Butler.
I don't think he's got his truck working good from the center off like it should. Oh, Sullenberger.
Sean Butler staying right with them this time. Out there on them 4 fresh tires, he might have made some adjustments and maybe a little air pressure adjustment or whatever to try to keep it up in contention here and maybe battle for the win.
He's not getting into the corner the same as the 2 guys in front of him for some reason, but he does get through the middle better.
Well, I know in the past Sean's always talked about how when he sets up his vehicle that he likes to go in easy and come out hard. You know, go into the turn kind of easy, you know, back up your corner really good, and he feels that it's best that you can get a better run coming out of the turn than if you try to drive it in real hard. So now I don't know if he's still got that rule of thumb or not, but
big jack up off the floor, big jack up. Rick Walker got in the back of Doug Lemons right there.
yeah, this is quite the gaggle of trucks back here. Roy Hall, boy, Roy Hall drives it in hard there and gets by Doug Lemons. Pushes Doug right up the hill. Doug's got a lot of damage on that truck, but he's still pretty fast. Nicholas Stone, the last one on the lead lap, back here kind of all by himself. He's got Steve Gugel behind him, but Steve is a lap down. Perry Snelson.
I'm still focused on that group, Rudy. I'm sorry. Them guys aren't done touching each other.
No, they're racing it up pretty hard right now. Tommy Lee leading that group around. Stephen Pearson would love to get back up there and at least get by one, pick up one more position. Here we are coming to 20 to go this time. Sean Butler about a second behind Travis Sollenberger in second place. Sollenberger starting to reel in Joe Holt again. And here it is, them two battling it up for the lead again.
20 to go.
About 3/10 separating them two. Travis gets a pretty good run coming out of the turn that time. Oh, and really squirrely on the exit though. That cost him a lot. And Sean Butler did close up about a tenth or two on him that time, so.
He's got to stay in step with these guys because Mark Wright is actually starting to close the gap on him.
Yeah. Mark's pretty good out there on newer tires. 18 laps to go. I probably shouldn't say this. I'm going to really regret it.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Okay, I won't say it.
Don't do it. Simply because I'm watching way too many trucks in too close a proximity with each other.
I know it. Yeah, Tommy Lee and Stephen Pearson still battling that out. And Rick Walker. Rick with a good run here tonight, running 8th. And I don't even see a lick of damage on that truck.
No, he's kept it pretty clean on that.
Yeah.
Little smashed in spot on the right side. Looks like they prepared really well, but other than that, he's kept that truck pretty clean.
And Roy Hall, wow, he is running one heck of an impressive race right now. If you can stay out ahead of Doug Lemons, which he's doing, I'll tell you what. Oh no! And as I said that, no. Oh man, I gotta quit doing that. I'm jinxing these drivers. Just as I said that, Roy got really loose coming out of the turn and lost that place to Doug Lemons.
About 15 to go here, Rudy.
Mark right back 3 seconds behind the leader. Mark Russell way back off of him, about a second and a half. And Sollenberger starting to fall off of the rear bumper of our leader, Joe Holt. Well, maybe he might be reeling them in just a touch. Going to be 13 laps to go this time by. Sean Butler back about 2 seconds behind Sollenberger. Not where he wants to be, but I think he's just going to be probably happy finishing where he's going to finish. It doesn't look like he's gaining any ground on those leaders to get up there and battle it up with them. But if he's not careful, he's going to have Mark Wright up his tailpipe here in just the next couple laps. If Mark Wright's starting to turn up the heat a little.
They're running lap times fairly comparable to one another, so Wright doesn't start cranking it up a little pretty quick, he's going to run out of laps. Besides getting there's one thing, getting around the gut's a whole different story.
That's right. All you got to do is get beside him enough to beat him to the line to take one more position.
We 10 to go this time.
Yes, sir.
Race went by pretty fast.
Sullenberger right there within 3/10 of Holt. Man, these guys are really pushing it. You get down under that 10 laps to go, it's time to go. And man, it don't take long to go around this place, 1 mile. Wow, Sullenberger's really loose coming out of the turn. And I have not seen Joe Holt wiggle hardly at all out there on new tires. It's all about throttle management, and I'll tell you, he's doing a great job of managing his throttle. 9 laps to
We're
go.
starting to close it up a little bit now. Just getting up there to try to start putting some pressure on him.
Well, again, though, like you said, Roger, getting to him's one thing, but getting by him's another.
Yeah, it's just really hard to pass here. It's got to work out just perfect. You got to time it right. You got to be able to get your throttle down more than the other guy, especially if you're on the inside. It's really difficult to pass here, so he's going to have to work him and set him up and force him to make a mistake.
Yep.
And there's Sullenberger sliding off of 2, losing all the ground that he made up the last 2 laps. He lost in 1 corner.
Well, if Holt doesn't make any mistakes, which he's been pretty flawless all race long, he could be looking at victory lane here because he's pulled away about a half a second ahead now, 0.6 of a second on Travis Sullenberger. Butler back quite a ways behind him, but still about 2.8 seconds now behind Sullenberger. Mark Wright not far behind him. Mark Russell back here 6.6 seconds behind the leader. Tommy Lee in 6th. Him and Pearson still not sure who's going to get by who here for that 6th and 7th position, but Rick Walker just kind of hanging right there. I think he's just he's probably running just as fast a laps as he can possibly run. I see him washing up the hill a little bit going into the turns. Well, let's get back up here to our leader coming around to take 4 to go this time. Well, since Doug Lemons got by Roy Hall's just been kind of hanging there. Hasn't been able to gain that position back or anything. Doug Lemons quite a little ways ahead of him. Boy, Doug, the usual Doug Lemons truck tore up from the floor up. Man, I'm telling you. It's hard to see him finish a race unscathed. You know, he's got some war battle somewhere, or battle scar. I meant, not war battle, a battle scar. All right, Sullenberger's still now about. Oh boy, is he ever loose coming out of the turn?
Yeah, he lost a ton of distance right there.
Yeah, he's 3/4 of a second, 8/10.
Gonna be 2 to go this time.
All right, let's get up on our leader here. 2 laps to go. Next time by, he's going to take the white flag. Oh, did you watch that race today?
Yeah, I watched quite a bit of it.
All right, coming around to take the white flag, Joe Holt out here has led 101 laps coming to the line. Wow. Out of 110. It's unbelievable. All right, white flag's in the air here. Joe Holt, just 3 more turns, and it's going to be home free for him. Great win for him tonight. I shouldn't say that, might be too early. I don't want to jinx him. All right, coming out of turn 4, bringing it to the line. Joe Holt for a victory here tonight, leading 102 laps. Congratulations, Joe. Wow, definitely hooked up tonight, wasn't he?
Travis Sullenberger second. Sean Butler finishes in 3rd position with us tonight.
Very good.
3 cautions, is that what we had? 4?
Let's take a look here. 3 cautions.
Good, 3 cautions, 110 laps. That's a really good race.
Oh man, I'm telling you, New Hampshire. Ooh, you better believe it. All right, let's we'll get down here and see if we can't get a word in with him.
Good race.
Oh no, I don't have this set up, Roger. Oh no. Joe Holt, this is Rudy up in the MaxSpeedTV booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations on your win out there, Joe. Man, oh man, I'm telling you, what a show you put on out there tonight. You had some people challenge you for that win, but you were the class of the field by far. Great job tonight. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, it was fun. I didn't expect it to be that caution free, so that ended up being a fun race to race. I was actually set up a little bit for the long run. So yeah, I was glad to see it go green there. Travis and Thomas were both pushing me throughout the race. A little bit harder than I wanted to run it, but I would expect that out of them. They're both good, fast drivers, and part of one-up. So.
Well, it looked like a lot of fun out there. 3 cautions tonight. Man, oh man, that's an awesome race. 3 cautions and 110 laps. You definitely had a great setup under your belt, man. I'll tell you what, a lot of guys were really trying to keep up with you. What did you do to try to keep that thing up in the front and keep it so fast?
I just drove it as hard as I could, honestly. Like I said, I knew that Travis and Thomas we all run very similar cars, so I knew they'd be there. So, and being out front is definitely an advantage with these cars. If you're behind someone, you're going to push a little bit more and burn up your right front. So, staying out front was key, and glad I could do so. Guys, like I said, everybody on the team did a great job setting the car up, so it's fun.
All right, Joe. Well, great win out there tonight. Congratulations again. And anybody you want to thank or give a shout out to?
Yeah, as always, thank you guys. You guys always do a good job up there in the booth. Keep it entertaining. I'm looking forward to going back and rewatching this one, listening to you guys on the broadcast. Thank the guys over at One Up Motorsports. As always, like I said, they do a great job. We get in here and practice and have a good time, and it shows when we come out here on the race day. We're always quick. So thank those guys as well.
Well, you've been doing a great job lately, Joe. Congratulations to you, buddy. That's good to see you up there in victory lane tonight.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right, Roger, you got second place, Travis Sullenberger.
I hope so.
If he didn't leave.
I don't think he did. Travis Sullenberger, Roger Wagner, you got a copy.
Yeah, go ahead, Roger.
Well, man, you had to chase your teammate all night long and just end up not quite having enough. It looked like at the end there, buddy. Walk us through your race and kind of give us a synopsis of what you had going tonight, bud.
Well, it seems like everybody that was running up towards the front there was part of one up and on TeamSpeak, and we kind of break away from the field there. And once we got going there on that one run, Mark Wright had keyed up over TeamSpeak and said about the fuel was real close. So I actually tried to clutch it in on one corner. I about wrecked myself and lost a bunch of time to Thomas and Joe. And I wasn't really real concerned about that because I didn't think they were going to make it on fuel. Had it going green, and I had dropped back and saved enough fuel where I could make it if it went green. And then there at the end, I don't know if choosing the outside on the restart was the thing to do or not, but I did it, and Joe got around me, and I just kind of paced him and went off of him and got up to him. And it's just so hard at this track when you're following somebody, and especially when they're equal speed or a little bit quicker than you, to try to get a run on them off a corner. You really got to run your truck a lot harder than what you want to, and just I kept getting loose there, trying to get a run on Joe to do anything with him, and I just lost time there at the end. But it was a fun race, a clean race.
Yeah, still finishing second here is pretty good accomplishment. I mean, these fields have been pretty stacked for a while now, so watching you guys run up front, and your whole team is really quick, so you guys battle each other pretty good, pretty clean. It was a lot of fun. Not only 3 cautions, that's a big improvement over what we've been seeing, and in a short place like this where it's really flat, we didn't see a whole lot of bumping and banging from your seat. Did you see any real? Did you see a lot of give and take? I guess is the question I want to ask.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to pass here that, especially if somebody's equal speed of you, you almost have to use them up or take up their lane or something a little bit to try to get around them. But most of the guys I was around were teammates. We do it all week long in practice, and we're used to it. I didn't really see back in the field much, but I think the 3 cautions is a testament to how clean everybody was being. And I think the cautions were mainly self-spin.
Still a fantastic run for you and all your teammates tonight, and congratulations again. Is there anybody you need to give a shout-out to or say hi to tonight?
Well, definitely you guys for putting on the broadcast. It's always a good time to go back and watch and hear your name get set across the broadcast and watch yourself race and do all that fun stuff. And everybody over at One Up giving us good setups and making it so we can go out here and race this way.
All right, Charles. So we'll look forward to seeing you next week, and congratulations to you, bud.
Thank you.
Rudy, you got Sean Butler?
Yeah, Sean, you got a copy? Sean Butler, you got a copy? No.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Hey, coming home third tonight. Let's talk about this 2-tire pit stop at the beginning of the race there. We were kind of watching it. Wasn't a good call, was it?
Well, last night, I think the track was a little bit different last night because my truck was just fine on the 2 tires, and tonight it was super loose. I'm not sure it's because it was a little bit more sunnier here or what, but it did not like it. But on the long run, it was great. I mean, I'd run down Mark Wright from like 3 or 4 seconds back, and I was good on fuel. I was kind of hoping it was going to stay green. I didn't really want that restart because it was going to punch us all up, but made it work and only took like 4 gallons of fuel just to be safe, and hopefully, and that helped tighten up the truck there at the end and let me really get off the corners pretty good. I just didn't have nothing for the 2 guys in front of me.
Well, you come home third, though. Not a bad run there, considering all. The racing out there tonight looked looked pretty good. I mean, with only 3 cautions and 110 laps, better than we've seen this week. That's pretty amazing. Anybody that that you raced around, do you think that may have caused you any positions, or you think it was pretty clean? A lot of give and take out there tonight.
Yeah, people were pretty good actually. Some of the best I've seen out here in the last. I've done like 3 of these open races on this track, and usually people, even early on, will just race the heck out of you, even if you're faster. And out here, it seemed like if you got on their inside, they usually just kind of let off and let you go and everything. Because I did that a couple times. Some people did that for me, so just made it nice and gentlemanly. I'm sure that wouldn't have happened if it was lap 95 of 110, but this is like 40 laps into it, so.
Right. Well, there was only 3 leaders in the race tonight. You did get a chance to lead 3 laps, so you did get a bonus point for that, I'm sure. So, but you come home 3rd tonight. Congratulations to you on that. Anybody you want to thank, Sean?
I thank my teammates over at Raw Power Motorsports. We're always working on setups and making these things run good. And we always running up front every week, and of course, as always, you guys doing a great job up there in the booth. It's always fun to listen to. I always go back every week and listen to it. You guys have some great commentary, and it's something I always enjoy doing. So, thank you guys.
All right, Sean. Thanks a lot, buddy, and congratulations again on your 3rd place.
Thank you very much.
All right, Roger, let's run down through the results here real quick, and we'll get the heck out of here. Joe Holt, of course, winning here tonight. Congratulations to him. Travis Sollenberger finishing about 0.8 of a second off of him in 2nd. Sean Butler 3rd. Mark Wright 4th. Mark Russell 5th. Tommy Lee 6th. Stephen Pearson 7th. Rick Walker, great finish for Rick tonight in 8th. Doug Lemons 9th. Roy Hall 10th. Go ahead, Roger. Sorry.
Nick Stone finishes 11th. 12th to Steve Gugel. Paris Nelson in the 13th position, David Lowe 14th. Thomas Davis with an early exit, still haven't figured out what happened to him, and he finishes 15th. And that would round out the field as Ron Coles and James Lehman did not make the field tonight.
All right, okay. All right, well, congratulations again to our winner here, Joe Holt. Led 102 laps tonight out of the 110. Only had 3 cautions and only 3 leaders, so very cool. All right, thanks for watching here at MaxSpeedTV, and we will see you, let's see, not tomorrow night. No, well, I may broadcast. I'm in a race tomorrow night. I'm in a league race tomorrow night, so I may broadcast it just so you all can watch it and laugh at me. So, all right, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.